Well, folks, looks like we got a lot of drama in the past week. We haven't covered it because I'm not really paying attention to the league scene. I'm doing other things, you know what I mean? But Jesus Christ, there's a lot of things I read up upon, such as an article that says, at TSM and Blitz, staff describes toxic workplace and volatile CEO. Now, I started reading this article, I'll be honest, up until here because I got really bored. So basically, how to get an idea of what this article is about is you read the Reddit comments right about here and the first two paragraphs and the last two paragraphs. In March 2021, employees of the esports organization TSM were summoned to virtual all hands meeting to discuss the termination of company's recently hired head of human resources. When a new executive was brought on board, employees' early reaction was positive. Everyone's super excited to finally have someone in HR who seemed to really understand employees, said one of the former TSM employees. Then blah 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 blah. You know, he gets fired. TSM employees are sad. REGINALD starts getting into one-on-one calls or one-on-one meetings, and basically no one wants to do that because they'll just scream at your guts from this article apparently. And if you go to the end, well, here we go, baby. This is where all the drama is at. Andy has obviously always had a short temper, said the attendee who worked at Blitz. But that day, you could just tell something was different because it was like he was hunting you. Like if you talked during the meeting, you were just getting reamed and ripped apart as much as possible, even if you're a higher up. Din's outburst made employees unwilling to speak up in meetings or bring bad news. There definitely has a lot of times of bringing up points that Adil would be unhappy about. So basically, all the employees are getting crapped on by Andy. Which I could see because, you know, he's got a temper and he wants things done. I could see that. And yeah, if you read this, that was when Andy told the whole company that the HR person was let go because he asked a question that Andy didn't like. Instead of former TSM employee, I think he kind of realized how ridiculous it sounded, so he followed up by saying, well, he asked two questions that I didn't like. Yeah, this is already screwed up. Wages plus conditions of work in general. That is not really to Riot or TSM to do an investigation, but to the court. Apparently also they were contractors and not employees, and apparently it's like illegal or something in California to have, I don't remember, it said something about employees and contractors. And then, you know, TSM apparently tried suing DOUBLELIFT. Check this out. Here it is. Jesus Christ. Dear Yilang Pang, we represent Solo Mid Corp and TSM LOL Inc. collectively TSM, blah blah blah. On November 9th, 10th, 2021, you committed multiple material and uncurable breach of agreements during your Twitch live streams, during which, among other things, you repeated. Okay, basically, it's a cease and desist. That's what it is. Otherwise, apparently, he'll be fined around 100 to 200,000. I'm pretty sure it said that. Oh yeah, you know who said that? Jake Sucky. Where is it? Right here. Double S is blah 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 blah. It includes fines for each individual breach of his employment agreement of 100,000, 200,000. I mean, Double doesn't care. What? That's like 5%. That's like 3% of his total assets. I don't know how much he owns. He probably owns like 8 million, but like, he's probably also going to win the case. And what else we got on the dramas? Oh yeah, TSM signed Nick Smithia as the new academy head coach. And they also signed Maple. Oh yeah, this is where it gets kind of juicy. Besides the TSM drama, what's my opinion on the whole TSM drama? Honestly, I don't really give a fuck. I see why Andy Din is, you know, shitting on his employees, and that's just the person he is. If something isn't done in his mind, or sorry, isn't done right in his mind, he's gonna kick you. He's gonna curb stomp you. That's just how it is. I can see that, and yeah, I don't really care. I'm not really involved, right? I don't really give a fuck. Anyways, league players are normal for sure. King Vex. Now, King Vex isn't. If you guys don't know who King Vex is, he's a challenger AD carry player. I think he actually played maybe in Twitch Rivals or something like that. Maybe for an amateur pro league team. And yeah, someone messaged me saying he did some cheese pizza. Yeah, cheese pizza. Here, this is what he did for cheese pizza. So this guy is apparently 24. He went to jail It's right here. York Country Detention Center. Booking number. Yes, he went to jail. Fugitive from justice. Further investigation allegedly revealed that an email address used to sign up for the Kick account and the physical address were both tied to Bradley, a 24-year-old Northport man who attends school in Southern Carolina. Bradley Miller. Northport man accused of sharing some cheese pizza on messaging app. A Northport man was arrested this week and accused of sharing cheese pizza with another person using a mobile messaging app. And Tarzan replies, "I flamed a cheese pizza. What the F?" Also, did you know in other news, Tarzan is living with Tyler 1 in Korea to play some solo queue, which was kind of interesting. I didn't see that coming when Tyler 1 announced he was going to Korea, but he's also bringing Tarzan, which is kind of funny. On the other hand, more news. Oh gosh, now you guys know Niles. He used to be part of GJS. I don't think after this, there's no way he's getting on the team. I don't know. Apparently he quit, but yeah, it has to do with something with that abortion bill in California or the United States that was passed. I don't even know what the hell it was, but apparently they're like stopping abortions. And then he said basically the Supreme Court rules authorization. Like, they can do whatever they want. I didn't even take a side on a debate in this thing. I'm just saying how our government works. The Supreme Court is not supposed to legislate. They're supposed to rule on the Constitution. There's no constitutional right to abortion regardless of your thoughts. And then he said, yeah, obviously I'm anti-abortion. I'm a Christian. But that doesn't have any relevance in how our government works, Mr. Keatong. And then he says, wait, are you against gay stuff too, but tolerate it? I don't know. Now this gets pretty interesting when I go down the thread. Because he did reply. Maybe he actually deleted it. Oh, crap. I know he replied to this comment. It was, here, let me dig up my memory, because maybe he deleted it. Is it? Maybe it got downloaded? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, maybe he actually did delete it. I mean, basically what it said was something blah blah blah. No, I don't actually, hate what's the appropriate word? Yeah, I don't know. It basically said he doesn't hate gay people, but like, I don't know. Okay, anyways, I'll just say it. Fuck it. I don't care. So he says, obviously, I'm anti-abortion. I'm Christian. And then I don't get it. How can you be Christian if you don't follow the Bible all the way through? It doesn't make sense. You're Christian, but you have sex before marriage. You're Christian, and you also like, don't mind if people are gay, but in the Bible it literally says they condone that stuff. I don't know that people who do, they're fucking stupid, basically. Yeah, they're fucking so stupid. If you're going Christian, you better go Christian all out. You can't just be half Christian. Pretty stupid. Next on the news. Oh. What's this? Okay, hold on. Next on the news. Oh gosh. Where's that double lift clip? I think it's right about here. I think that's it for news.
Just to make sure things are clear so people don't speculate, I'm very hands-off on day-to-day operations, so I want to make sure there's context. Previous to letting go of our head of HR, I met with this person once for an interview. I was also not his direct manager. 3, the first work interaction was that this person emailed our executive team to ask for recommendations on hiring for a competing organization. Generally, the first task they should put together is a 30-60-90. I told X person that it was not a good use of time and that they should focus on building trust within the organization. X person did not agree, and I did think it was a good use of time. They thought it would be a good use of time to recruit for another company because by building strong relationships with other companies, it would naturally help us if we needed help from other recruiters at other companies. What is this formatting? How do you go back to 1? What is happening? 3 over here, 1 over here? Like, is his brain melted? I'm so confused. This person didn't realize that the other company was a competitor. 2, there was also a lot of things that needed to be done. This showed a lack of prioritization. I didn't think approach was effective or would work long term, so I thought it would be best to part ways sooner rather than later. I will do a complete AMA once our investigation is done, and happy to talk about anything point by point as I really have nothing to hide. That's the biggest cap in the whole world. That's the biggest cap in the whole world, that he has nothing to hide. Will do an AMA once investigation is complete. Isn't this literally like one paragraph of the article that he's addressing? And he doesn't even address it well. He does it in like the most inarticulate and like haphazard way possible, where he doesn't even really address the point. But the point of that piece of the article is 1 paragraph out of like 20 paragraphs. Okay, so let's see here. In car, so typing on phone, apologies for typos. Hey, at least you're not hiking to a ski lodge. Okay, so this is actually the reporter right here. This is the guy who wrote the article. We had hoped to interview for the story, maybe someday, Giga Chad. Of course he's not gonna be interviewed for this article, dude. He's sitting there with his team of lawyers right now watching my stream, asking his lawyers if it's viable to sue me for fucking disparagement over this stream I'm doing right now, guys. Like, he's sitting there crying. He's so furious. He's talking to his lawyers like, what can I do, man? How can I get this guy to stop talking about me? Yeah, I still have the letter of when he threatened to sue me for the first time, dude. It's so insanely crazy. It's like I called him out for being a bully who silences like the voices of his like underlings, and then he tries to threaten to sue me for disparaging his company. And then I had to talk to my lawyers and ask them like, is this shit real? Like, am I actually getting sued for liquidated damages? And they're like, usually the guy will threaten to sue you to shut you up. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I guess I'll shut up about it. You know, like I'm not going to risk my entire livelihood and go through like a fucking months-long court case because I already made my point. You know, I don't need to keep beating a dead horse. It's just so crazy, man. So yeah, I mean, he's sitting there with his lawyers right now trying to cook up a way to get out of this one. Doesn't it exactly bring home my point that he's a bully? The fact that he would bully me to stop talking about the whole situation. It is actually just too perfect. You couldn't write a better fucking series of events. You were given this information in advance of the article being published to make a statement with details on the specifics being mentioned. You chose not to comment and instead clarified in a Reddit comment, then through the actual author of this article. Is there a particular reason you choose this outlet? You use this outlet rather than responding in advance and getting ahead of it? He wasn't sure, dude. It's because the guy doesn't know how to communicate. Like, he is about as good at fucking communicating as like a fucking dog is at using opposable thumbs. Like, it doesn't make any sense to him. Communicating doesn't happen in his brain. Like, it's seriously, it's a mystery. He's an F-, a 0 out of 100 at communicating every single time. Like, of course he's not going to be effective at communicating. It's the worst thing that he could possibly be good at. All right, he wasn't sure this approach was effective at working long term, so he addressed it in Reddit comment. I'll tell you guys exactly why he chose to address it in a Reddit comment, and r/team still limited. It's because this subreddit is his echo chamber where a bunch of yes men are not going to completely shit on him for everything that he says and are actually brainwashed enough into believing that he's a good person. Like, of course he's going to go specifically on the r/team solo mid subreddit, type a barely coherent paragraph about why he did 1% of the article and try to justify it. And then he's going to be like, cue the fucking applause. Like, you know, where's the welcome wagon, dude? Where's the fan meet, dude? I'm here for pictures all day. I'll be here all week. Like, of course he's going to do that because this is the safe space for him. And even in his safe space, he's just massively getting shit on. It's so fucking funny. Woodbook response. Sounds about right. I was paid equivalent of 42K a year to be head coach of the LOL team. I worked 16 hours a day and was made to feel guilty if I tried to take 5 minutes at any point during the day to step away to call my girlfriend, now wife. When I struggled to manage a few player personalities, Andy in part told me this was professional sports and major leagues, and I wasn't limited with the quality of a major league coach. Guys, you're paying me, someone with no esports experience, $42,000 a year, and it's my first month. You kind of get what you pay for. I was also an independent contractor and was required to live in their gaming house. Woodbuck from the top rope. Reginald is absolutely an abusive douchebag. I am actually surprised it's gone on for so long. Because TSM fans were willing to overlook videos of such abuse for years because, well, TSM? Yeah, and I think that's what really sucks about having a toxic community is like the community really dictates the culture of the fans. And like when you see everyone else being okay with something like this and looking the other way, then if you're a TSM fan, you're more inclined to look the other way because that's what's being upvoted and that's what's the kind of like the viewpoints that you're exposed to. It's not that surprising that it's gone on for this long because I can still remember like the amount of pushback that I felt when I first talked about it and how people just like straight up didn't believe me, thought that I was making shit up, thought that I was exaggerating, you know, like, oh, that didn't actually happen. You're just salty. You're just mad because you're not playing for TSM. It's like, dude, you're fucking griefing your ass off. You think that I would want to work for this person? Like, yeah, dude, I'm so mad that I don't get to work for Reginald anymore. It's crazy, man. And I was so mentally exhausted dealing with it, and also the threat of a lawsuit. I was just like, I don't want to keep going down this hole, you know. I'm just gonna let things play out, and as things have played out, I think more and more people are like, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna be like blind to this shit anymore. The article writer is in chat. Discord him. Oh shit. Yo, where's he at? Is it just Leader Grev? Yo, what's up, bro? Hi, author of the story here. I wrote the post story. Yo, what's up, bro? Nice story.
Okay. Anyways, it's pretty interesting. I always hear of this drama. I don't pay attention to it. Sometimes it comes up on Twitter. I don't really pay attention to it. I actually just come, you know, I see it. But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. If you're, where'd it go? Whatever, I lost. If you're a Christian, you better go full Christian. Don't half-ass it. That's bitch. Anyways, bye.